Okay, a lot of airbrush artists, particularly for doing pinup and portrait work, want or really need to be able to draw. And most people think that they can't draw because in school they knew kids who were able to draw very well, very easily. And that made you think that drawing was some sort of innate talent that can't be learned. The fact is, it's just as easy as learning to write. It's really the same process. You're just drawing lines to form images. That's really what letters and words are. So watch this video and you are going to learn how to draw. So first you draw the line or lines that are roughly similar to the line or lines that you want or need to make the shape that you're creating, whether you're using a reference print or photo or going from memory or sheer creativity of what you're picturing in your mind. Now it's important to note here that these original and correcting lines are very light, just dark enough to barely see them. Normally, for instance, you'd use a pencil. I'm using a pen here and making them fairly dark just so it shows up well in this video. Second, you look and see what is wrong with each line as you go, and simply correct each line by drawing another line, and another, and so forth, in order to fix each line and what's wrong with it. Its shape, its exact placement, its angle, its position, its curvatures, length, etc., until you see a match with what you want and need in terms of your lines and their shapes, sizes, proportions, curvatures, etc. And then third and final step is that once you have the lines right, you lock them in by darkening them, perhaps even with a darker implement. For instance, again, you make the original lines using a pencil, then darken them in and lock them in once you have them right with a pen or marker, and go back and erase the wrong lines that are in pencil. It's important to not get hung up mentally on how rough or wrong any of your original lines are as you're going here. In other words, it's important to focus not on making it right away. Okay, so you're just moving and changing lines around. This technique is very similar to whittling a carving out of wood with a knife. You're taking multiple strokes to get to your finished product, your final product, rather than using one stroke of the pen to draw something. And that's probably where you've been intimidated before, is you thought that this sort of thing wouldn't be okay, that you have to do this in one stroke of the pen. And that's not at all correct. This is perfectly fine. This is a standard technique. Just like whittling, you're using multiple strokes to get to a final product or finished product rather than doing it in one single stroke. So don't be self-conscious. Just relax, make all the mistakes you want. Just keep working on it and whittling away. Practice this. If you do this for a few hours, you're going to get really good at it and you'll realize you can draw. My only caution is don't do this with anyone around. If there's other people in the room watching you, they'll make you too self-conscious and you'll try to do it the old-fashioned way, where when you make a mistake, you're going to get upset and feel like you're frustrated and you can't do the work. You have to be able to relax and let yourself make mistakes and correct mistakes until you get the lines just right, and that's all there is to it. And then lock them in, and you'll have your final finished product. So this is a simple rough drawing of that original artwork we're showing you here, we had at the beginning. Go back and show you that here now. Okay, this artwork I have off to the side while I'm doing this drawing, of course, as my reference. And what you'll need to be able to do as an airbrush artist, a lot of times, of course, is just simply make your templates from a piece of artwork or a photograph and so forth, as we'll show you in our pinup and portraits video. That's an entire 2-hour-long DVD that shows you a lot of different tips and tricks to doing this whole process. But the drawing aspect, being able to draw, is going to give you the tools to either generate entire original artwork similar to this or something else, whether it's portraits, pinups, or anything else, or to be able to alter artwork. For instance, in her case, let's say we wanted to, customer wanted her, but with different clothing or different hair or something, and being able to draw is going to enable you to do that. It's a heck of a tool to have, and if you practice this technique, it'll work for you. Let's show you some more here. Okay, now I'm showing you here how to do this with pencil. Same process, and then you're just going to lock it in. The lines, you should have them right with a pen or marker, and then go back and erase the wrong lines so that you're left with just the finished art that you really want. This is the standard way of doing it. And then, of course, you can take any of this artwork that you either make entirely from scratch or alter from other artwork and use that to build and make your templates, or to do transparencies, or you do this artwork on Frisket paper, etc. Whatever method you need to use to then do your finished airbrush artwork. And if you'd like to learn a lot more about doing really great airbrushing of pinups and portraits, which are very, very popular now and are very, very profitable, go to my website at chuckbauman.com or find me on eBay as ArtGuy204. For only $19.99, including free delivery worldwide, you'll get my 2-hour-long Portraits and Pinups DVD. Just like my famous True Fire Flames DVD, this video shows you everything and holds back nothing. In this video, we do this Elvira portrait and blonde bikini bombshell pinup from A to Z. You'll see it all. With this video, you'll be able to easily make any eye-popping pinup art that your customers want, as well as picture-perfect portraits of your customers' wives and girlfriends, favorite celebrities, etc. That will absolutely amaze and dazzle your customers. No artwork that you can ever do will ever impress people as much as showing them that you can airbrush absolutely flawless, picture-perfect portraits of their loved ones and favorite celebrities. These portraits that I'll show you how to do look like the person rather than the usual airbrush art that kind of just sort of looks like it's supposed to look like a particular person but isn't quite right. We'll get you to doing it perfect very easily. And again, on pinups, don't waste your money on the expensive pinup art stencil kits that will have you doing basically just the same pinup girdles that everyone else is doing. My video will show you how to make all of your own artwork, your own templates, etc., and all of the techniques you need to have a virtual infinite arsenal of artwork for pinups or anything else. You'll do much better work, much more original work, and impress your customers a great deal more, as well as save tons of money on those cheesy stencil kits that just lock you into doing hack retreads of everyone else's work. You want to separate from the herd and really be somebody, not just another wannabe. So get this video. For only $19.99, it is going to be the best money you ever spend.